If you can hear me, I do apologise. It looks like it's not wanting to play at all. Because all I can see on my screen over here is going live. It says I'm live at last. So, according to this, it says I'm live, which is great. I can't see anything on the screen. Let's see what's happening. There's lots and lots of red lines flying all over the place. But hopefully you have me. And hopefully it is of a good enough quality for you to be able to see me. Hi, everybody. That was a long time. If you can see me and hear me properly, please let me know in the chat if you would, because I'm feeling very much alone at the moment, as if I don't know what's going on, which I don't. So if you can see or hear me, please put something in the chat. But I'm going to carry on. Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you online. If I do find that this is too glitchy, then I will cut the live stream back a little bit. Calvin, hi from Sebago, Lake Maine. Lake Maine? Is that Lake Maine? It's covered by a little, I think. Hi, Calvin. Good to see you. I'm going to ask you if you can let me know, is the quality okay? Is it too glitchy to watch, or is it okay? I'm very interested to see, because I know that I put a one out a couple of weeks ago which was poor. Here and see you. Hi. Hello, Keith. How are you? Good to see you. We've had sunshine in the UK. It's been great. Yes. Jacob Dumbarton. Great surname. I used to live not far away from Dumbarton in Scotland. Nothing there, but Dumbarton is just where the road forks between the north and the west of Scotland, north of Glasgow, a place called Helensburgh. So, yes, great surname, Jacob. Nice to see you. Howard Payne, I can hear you. Great. Andre, good evening from all West Riding. Good evening, West Riding of Yorkshire. Good to see you. And Calvin, thank you very much for that. Well, as you may have gathered, I'm back from my holidays. I've got a little bit of it. You can't see on this. I look awful grey on this all the time. There's something wrong in the lighting. I've got another camera. I might try the Obsbot camera on and see if it actually works. Let's give it a try. See if I can get the other camera to go on, because it looks absolutely atrocious, the colour on this. That's a bit more colourful. See if it's there. It might be glitchy on this one of the video. Now we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been cold over here after being 33 degrees in Cyprus. I can see that's glitching, so I'm going to take that source. So you're going to have me looking very grey, I'm afraid, and very washed out and pale. But yes, went across there, met some wonderful people. I wonder if is that the same Jacob Dumbarton? Are you the same Jacob I met out in Cyprus by any chance? Because I met some really nice people out there. A really wonderful couple who's got me onto the idea of using TikTok as a platform. So I'm going to be looking to. It is Jacob from Cyprus. Hello, and how's your good lady? Pleased to see you online here. Your good lady's got me signed up to TikTok. I'm learning my feet on that, but thanks for all the help you gave me on that one. Thanks for all the advice, and thanks for the wonderful conversation down by the bar at the little cove. Belfast Biker, video okay, thanks for. Hi, Trev. You off on your holidays again? You're never here. Belfast Biker started GCSE photography course yesterday and got AM1 to use for it. M43 lives. It does. AM1, I presume that's probably the Mark 1. Great camera. Took one to Cyprus recently, and it's an absolutely fantastic camera. DB Cooper, you got buffering. Too bad, or is it okay? I'll wait for it to come back to me. I've had some serious problems at the moment with my Wi-Fi here. Well, my internet connection here, should I say. I lost it for a fortnight a little while ago and tried doing it on the phone. It was no good. But at the moment, it's giving me about half the bandwidth that I would normally have. So I've got another call in for them. All good. She mentioned brilliant chat. Yes, it was brilliant chat with you both. I did get. Yes, I'm going to blame you actually for giving me far too many tequila sunrises when I was sitting down with the first time chatting. I don't drink that much, so I was getting quite merry. So thank you for that afternoon. So my thing about getting my confidence back, yes, partly because of good people I just met, I just mentioned on there, Jacob and his good lady, not seeing chat on your live video feed. You won't, unfortunately, because I can't get that up. I've had to change which feed I've used, so I can't put chat up onto there. So the chat should be at the side on yours. You should be able to see that on the normal side screen. But yeah, the chat won't come up on part of my video, unfortunately, on this one, because I've had to change away from Google Chrome to go back onto Edge to be able to get this to actually work at all tonight. I put a video out, and I did a live stream a little while ago about how I'd lost a lot of my confidence going out photographing things on the street and photographing places and people. And it was a serious knock to my confidence. And a lot of you replied back that you'd had that same sort of knock to your confidence in the past as well. And yeah, the trip to Cyprus was really good. I did speak to a lot of people, but I did find that the attitude was so different. I did get into the streets in Paphos, did some photography out there, met some really nice people as well. I do find that people were willing to talk and willing to be inquisitive. Rather than just shout, they were inquisitive as to what I was doing, and I'm always happy with that. But yes, I did get quite a bit of interest done of interesting photography done. I did lose a card. It was actually the first time. Yes, it's error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you, YouTube. I think what I might do is turn down these. I might turn off the screen and just go to that. That might be a better idea because it's going to be using less bandwidth. So I'll transition that one across. Hopefully that will make things a little bit easier for you to see. Might use less bandwidth because there's less things moving on the screen. Yeah, I got out in the streets, started taking photographs of people. Really good responses back, so I've built up a lot of my confidence. But I did find that just taking a camera out in the first place was difficult. That initial taking a camera in my hand and pointing it down the street where there was people in there, I was half expecting somebody to complain. Now what I have done since I got back to the UK, I have taken my camera out in the street. I took my GH1 with the little 14mm f2.5 Lumix lens on the front of it into Carlisle and took some discreet shots, shall we say, trying desperately not to have people in them. But it was very therapeutic. And what I was wondering tonight is, if you have experienced a lack of confidence in your photography, if you've ever had times where your confidence has been really shut down, either by other people or because you've looked at your photographs and just thought, I don't like them. I'm going to come back to this in a moment as well, actually. I don't think these are good. I don't think they're good enough. I'm not willing to let anybody see these. So I've lost my confidence on that. If there's anything you have done on it, let me know on the side. DB Cooper, do you know about Pinnac movement? Photography is not a crime. Yeah, I do. It's quite a big movement, both UK... I've got the wrong T-shirt on. I'm not supposed to see this. This is my work T-shirt. Never mind. The Pinnac movement really is on both sides of the pond as well, because it's very big in the States, but it's very big over here too. I half agree and half disagree with it. I love the idea that photography is not a crime. You can go out and take photographs. You should be allowed to take photographs without hindrance, without feeling fear, without any of those sort of problems. And photography in the vast majority of places is not a crime. There are one or two places we know about where they are, and we're not silly enough to go there. The problem is on the back of that, we've got the auditor movement, which have jumped on the Pinnac, and Pinnac has very much become the auditor movement. And I have mixed feelings about that. There are some really good auditors. There's TLA, the Laughing Auditor down in London, a Scottish guy. I really rather like his videos. I like his attitude. He's not too confrontational. There used to be a guy called Power to the Proletariat, which the name wasn't actually indicative of his style. He was an incredibly clever person who knew what the rules were and put it across in such a phenomenally good way where it was difficult to argue back with him because what he said was right. But he was never particularly confrontational unless somebody pushed him. So I used to like those ones. But there's an awful lot which just seem to be going out push a point. And I don't agree with that necessarily. They're welcome to do it, but I just don't necessarily like that at all. I just find that to go out and provoke the hassle just causes more issues back on us. And it's a difficult line to follow. But yes, I am well versed in the pin-out movement, and I think it's a good movement so long as we are sensible about it. But back to the Belfast Biker. I started GCSE photography course yesterday. Enjoy that. The only thing I would say about some of these courses is they can teach you an awful lot, and you'll get a huge amount out of it. But they can also be a bit constraining. Just because it says to do something doesn't necessarily mean that's a be on and all in photography. So be aware just to keep your own style, your own creativity in that, because it can come bad. What I did just say a little bit ago though, where was it? Where was the one I was looking at? And that seems to be buffering. Up in the top. You can't win with this. If it's going to be too bad, by the way, let me know and I'll cut this short, because I don't want to be wasting your time tonight with a bad system, because I'll have to work out what's going on. But I'm looking at the picture and it says that it's just got the circle there, so I don't know what's going out at the moment. If you can hear me at all. Yeah, I was looking at a friend's photos the other day, Paul Murray, who sometimes gets on here. It looks like everything's just got back. It is lagging. It's not just you, Frank, that's lagging. Marco, hi Marco, from Italy. Good to see you. DB Cooper says people don't like drones either. Yep, for the same reason. I think that I think there's I think it's just the way people are these days. They just seem to have what their tuppence worth in to be in charge and have their say. Frank, yes, it is lagging. Thomas, hello Thomas, how are you? We spoke, I think, on the last live stream that we had. So it's good to see you again. And my sis is in. Hi, sis. Good to see you. Generational Exception. I see you've got 900 subscribers today. Wonderful. Audio is okay. Video is a bit choppy and lagging. If you can live with the audio, I'm more happy than the video, to tell you the truth. If the audio starts getting too choppy, let me know, because I will cut the live stream down to that. As I said, I don't want to be wasting your time. One thing I will say is that I was saying about Paul Murray. I went and saw an exhibition that he'd done of some of his photographs at a bird sanctuary not too far away from us, and it was absolutely superb. It really was wonderful what he's got there. He sold quite a few of them. But it was interesting because there was ones up there which he didn't rate himself, and I looked at and thought were fabulous. But there were also ones up there I thought to myself, if that had been me, I would have rejected that one. But it's still a good photo. It's a good photo because somebody else has taken it. So, yeah, it was interesting seeing somebody else's viewpoint on that. Now, I'm looking here. I am going to cut this short. I'm really sorry, everybody. I've got 10 people on here. Thank you very much for your time, but I'm just concerned. I don't want to be wasting your time, and I'm looking at what's happening here. There's something fundamentally wrong, either on my machine or the internet, but the whole thing is just lagging like you wouldn't believe, and I don't want to be wasting that. So I'm going to cut this short. Thanks very much for giving me the time on this one. I do appreciate it. So I just got a message to come through. So yes, thanks very much for taking the time and tuning in. I shall try and do another one of these probably about 3 weeks' time. So I'm away next week in the caravan again for a fortnight. But I want to try and get this sorted out before I waste any more of your time. So I shall say bye-bye. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.